Hello, hello, and welcome to another episode of the Global
Global digital
Digital
success
Success Talk.
talks.
Welcome, everyone, and happy and blessed Monday for those who are on Mondays, and happy and blessed Tuesday for those who are already on Tuesday. So today we are bringing you the following topic.
Okay, so our topic for today is why mentorships matter, the shortcut to grow and confidence online.
Yes, so that's what we're going to be talking today. So before we dive into our topic, let us introduce ourselves. So hi everyone, my name is Sandy. I'm originally from Panama, but currently residing in Surrey, British Columbia, Canada. I also work in the movie industry, and I'm a proud digital business owner and mentor.
Hi everyone. My name is Yesenia, but everyone knows me as Jessie. I'm a nurse by professional. I live here in Ontario, Canada, but I'm original from Cuba. I have my business online. I'm a mentor.
Hello, everyone. Happy Monday. My name is Isabel. I am originally from Mexico, now living in North Carolina with my family. I am a business owner, a digital business owner, and a mentor.
Thank you, Safal. Thank you, Jesse. We also want to remind everyone that every Tuesdays and every Thursdays we have our live webinar. So if you want to learn how you can start your online business and start earning online, all you have to do is just register into any of the websites that appear on the screen with your name and email address, and we'll send you that invitation to watch the webinar. So when you register into our website, you will receive an email that will contain two links. The first one is to register to the live webinar. So that one will take you to a page that will have two buttons, one for Tuesday, one for Thursday, since those are the 2 days that we have our live webinar, and it happens at the same time, 5 p.m. PST, 8 p.m. EST on both days. So you can register for either one or for both. Second link is the link to the replay of the live webinar. So just in case you cannot attend to the live webinar, that's not a problem. You can always catch the replay and watch it from the comfort of your own home. In addition to that, we also invite you to our private Facebook group where you get to see more success stories from members of our community and more information about the business. Now, you're probably wondering, so what is it that we're going to find out on the webinar? On the webinar, you're going to find out how an online business plan works, and also you get the opportunity to hear from the panelists, which are members of our community, who will be sharing with you why they decided to start their online business and how this online business has transformed their lives. So if you want to catch the replay from last Thursday's before tomorrow's live webinar, here were the hosts and panelists for that day. And that day, we had our friend Isabel, who also was part of the panelists sharing her story. So if you want to hear her story, just register for any of the websites that appear on the screen. Okay, let's dive in and find out who were the hosts and panelists for that day.
Okay, so yeah, last Thursday we had this amazing live webinar. So if you too are ready to start this easy path to online business success, don't forget you can register on any of the websites you see on the screen, or you can send us a direct message or just comment info below and we'll be getting back with you. So last Thursday we had Jay as our host. She is a former bank employee. We had Larry Donna, who is the catering hospitality manager. We had Mervet, who is a psychologist. And we have Fatima, who is a New York police officer.
We also had Israt, she's a dental assistant, Arta, a director of environment service, Maria Isabel, our panelist with us here. Isabel, she's a former educational assistant, and we also have Tabi. She's a beauty therapist. So all these people were on a live webinar last Thursday, December 11. But remember, we have live webinar every Tuesday and Thursday, always at the same time, 5 p.m. Pacific time, 8 p.m. Eastern time. And the only thing you have to do is register with your name and email to any of our websites, and we contact you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Jessie. So so if you're catching the replay of last Thursday's live webinar, our replays have subtitles in several languages, and our live webinar has subtitles in 5 languages: Spanish, French, Tagalog, Vietnamese, and Arabic. So now you know. So if you want to learn how to start your online business, all you have to do is just register into any of the websites. So now let's find out what is our topic for today.
Yes, our topic for today is why mentorship matters, the shortcut to growth and confidence online.
Yeah, so that's what we're going to be talking today. So, welcome back to another episode of the Global Digital Success Talk. And happy and blessed Monday to everyone, or happy and blessed Tuesday for those who are already on Tuesday. So, let's start with this. Success online doesn't come from knowing everything, it comes from being guided by people who have already walked the path. So, let's talk about why mentorship changes everything. So, when people start a digital business, one of the biggest challenges isn't motivation, it's direction. Not knowing what to do next can slow growth and drain confidence. And I totally understand that because, I before finding this online business, I was trying to build something on my own. And trust me, it's not easy because you don't know what to do next. You don't have that guidance. So you're trying to figure out things on your own. And it's not, it takes you longer, first of all. You're going to make a lot of mistakes and you don't have that guidance. So, according to Forbes, um, people with mentors are 5 times more likely to reach their goals than those trying to figure out things out alone. And that is the power of mentorship. So, that's what we're going to be talking today, how mentorship can change, and shortcut your growth, your path, and your confidence online. So, what are the today's points?
So today's points are: point number one, mentorship collapse the learning curve. Point number two, confidence grow faster with support. And point number three, you grow into the leader you are becoming.
Yeah, so those are the points we're going to be talking. So let's dive into the first point.
All right, so point number one, so mentorship collapse the learning curve. So mentorship save time, energy, and unnecessary mistakes. You get clarity instead of confusion. You learn proven strategies instead of guessing. You move forward with confidence, not overwhelm. And this is the real importance to have a mentor. A study by Gardner show that business support by mentorship grow faster and more sustainable than those without the guidance. Mentorship doesn't remove effort, it removes uncertainty. So this is really important. Sometimes when we have going to start something, even if we don't know what it is, or we have a little bit idea, but we want to making sure that at least we know or we are in contact with someone that at least have walked the same path, so they can mentor us a little bit, or they can teach us something about what we're doing. Okay, a mentor, a mentor doesn't just teach you, what to do. They also show you what not to do. So that alone save you more months of trying, save you years of like errors, and save you confusion and cost you less. So also a mentorship give you clarity, because it doesn't overwhelm you. When you are new, everything feels overwhelmed. You don't know about this, or you think this too much, or maybe you're a little bit uncertain, or you have too much information, too many opinions. So a mentor can give you that clear path, step by step, so you know exactly where to focus your energy. We also have the speed. You get also a speed from guidance, so you move a little bit faster. You don't move faster by doing more, you move faster by doing the right thing. The mentorship remove that guesswork, replace that strategies that doesn't work. So also give you confidence, give you direction. When someone believes in you, they guide you and correct you, you feel confidence. You stop doubting your decision, you stop asking, I'm doing this right. So because you are not alone in the process. So success leave every successful person follow a blueprint. So mentorship give you access to that blueprint. So I call it the croquis or the blueprint or whatever. So when we have the mentorship, you get so clear, and that's why we are so proud about it. That we always talk in our life, the mentorship that we have. it's a learning curve because they already know what they're doing. You know, you started and they have that blueprint that we were talking about, and they actually tell you on this business, on this specific business we're talking you about, that we're part of it. They actually tell you what it worked and what did not work. You know, so they actually give you that blueprint and they give you that insight, so you're actually moving faster than what they did. And that's why we are so proud about this community, you know, because as soon as you start, for those ones that are asking, you know, on the chats, as soon as you start, you get a mentorship and you also get a coach right away from now until the end of your business career, you know, because they are there for you. So this is part of our business, this is part of our of community, and we're so proud about it.
Thank you, Jesse. So we do have a comment here from Dusabi Theory. So thank you, Dusabi. Thank you for watching and thank you for
Thank
your
you.
comment. So Jesse talked us today about the mentorship collapses the learning curve. So it creates that clarity, you know, that sometimes we get that confusion. So it creates that the clarity for us. And also, you know, like if we are guided, so there's the learning, you know, is shortened for us because, you know, we're learning that what we supposed, we also avoid mistakes. So that's how we collapses the learning curve. So let's move on to the second point.
Okay, so second point today is confidence grows faster with support. You know, that's Jesse already mentioned some of this. So confidence is not something we magically develop on our own. It grows in safe spaces where encouragement replaces doubt and belief becomes contagious. When I first stepped into this journey, I didn't lack ability, I lacked belief. I question myself constantly. Am I good enough? Am I doing this right? You know, do I really belong here? It is just normal, I believe, when you don't have the background, when you don't have the experience, especially when you are not, you know, when you don't have that entrepreneur mindset. So what changed everything inf- wasn't information alone, it was support. And this is something we have in this community, you know, having a mentor meant someone could see my potential before I could see it. Someone who reminded me that uncertainty didn't mean I was failing, it meant I was learning. And being part of a community showed me I wasn't behind or broken. I saw people just like me navigating the same fears, asking the same questions, and still moving forward, you know? And every share win, even the small ones, it rewire my belief. And this is something I hear a lot, you know, when you don't have that confidence in yourself, you can borrow other people's beliefs. And that's what I did. I saw other community members or other business partners that started with, you know, the same fears, the same doubts, the same limitations as I had. And I saw that they were thriving, they were doing good in the business. And so when I see that they can do it, when I saw some of the leaders, you know, everything that they had achieved, I believe, you know, I borrowed their belief so that I could grow too. So if it's possible for them, it's possible for me too. You know, that's what I always tell myself. And research shows that 70% of people experience imposter syndrome, especially when starting something new. So support doesn't eliminate fear, it quiets the inner critic, you know, and replaces it with clarity, with perspective and momentum. And this is why people grow faster in our community than in isolation. Because confidence accelerates when you're reminded you don't have to do this alone. And I think it makes, you know, the whole difference, knowing that you have somebody beside you, knowing that there's other people going through maybe through the same things that you're going, And just knowing that you have somebody there who's been doing this for a while, and they know, the struggles, they know how to avoid some of the things that you don't have to do. It makes it easier on us. So if you've been trying to build belief in silence, this is your permission to stop struggling alone. Support doesn't make you weak, it makes you consistent, resilient, and unstoppable. So I want to leave you with this: confidence multiplies when belief is shared. Support shortens the gap between where you are and who you're becoming. You don't grow alone, you grow together. So surround yourself with them like-minded individuals that are trying to achieve the same things you're trying to achieve as well.
Thank you, Isabel. So Isabel taught us about confidence grows faster with support. So when we get that support, we start building that confidence that many times, when we start this journey, we don't have that confidence. So people believe in us before we start believing in ourselves. So that's the power of having the support to help us, to build that confidence. All right, so let's move on to the next point. You grow into the leader you're becoming. When I first started my digital business, I wasn't thinking about leadership. I simply wanted a new beginning, a new way to create stability, freedom, and purpose after 25 years in the film industry. But as I stepped into this journey, something unexpected happened. The more I learned, the more I grew, not just in skills, but in mindset, in belief, and in who I was becoming. At the beginning, I doubted myself. Could I really build something online? Could I mentor others if I was still learning? And I think a lot of us, when we start this journey, we ask the same question. Like we're thinking like, are we going to be able to mentor others if we're still learning? But yes, you can. Why? Because you're in a position where you're ahead of the person who's starting. So mentorship, um, sorry, uh, but with the time, mentorship and a supportive community, I discovered the truth. Okay. You don't wait to become a leader, you grow into one step at a time. And mentorship isn't just about learning business strategies or mastering tools, it's about becoming the kind of person who leads with integrity, empathy, and purpose. So you develop a mindset of growth and resilience because success is as much as internal as it is external. So you learn to serve others ethically, guiding them with transparency and compassion. You build confidence rooted in alignment, not in perfection or pressure. So studies from Harvard Leadership Institute shows that people who engage in values-driven mentorship are 40% more likely to become effective, trusted leaders in their field. And I've seen that in my own journey because I didn't just gain skills, I gained clarity on who I was meant to be. The more I learned into mentorship, the more I realized leadership isn't a title. It's a reflection of how you show up for others. It's about listening, guiding, and encouraging and being an example of what's possible. So when you're supported, you grow faster and you're able to support others too. That's the beauty of this business. Growth doesn't end with you, it multiplies through you. So we create that ripple effect. So today, I get to mentor others who are just beginning, reminding them that they don't need to be perfect to lead, they just need to be willing to grow. And with every person who takes that first brave step, we build a ripple of empowerment that goes beyond the business. So leadership isn't something you chase, it's something you become through consistent action, faith, and service. So that's the message for this point. So what is our key takeaway for this topic?
Yes, our key takeaway is: remember, you don't have to do this alone. Mentorship is the shortcut to clarity, confidence, and sustainable growth online.
Yeah, so that's our key takeaway for this topic. And what would be our topic for next Monday?
Our topic for next Monday is going to be scaling with soul, growing your business without losing yourself.
Yes, so that's what we're gonna be talking next Monday. So until then, stay coachable, stay connected, and keep growing into your best self. So that's our ending message for this topic. So we hope so that you learned something today, that you know why the importance of having mentorship. When you have a mentor, you know, it shorten your path, it shorten your learning curve because you learn from others, you know. Many times, you know, other people make mistakes and they teach us, you know, those mistakes so we don't do the same mistakes. So for something that for them, it took them, for, let's say, um, 1 year, you know, we can do it in less than that. So that's the power of having mentorship. And we also blessed, you know, to have a global online community support plus the mentor and coach that we have. So we are able to uh, get empowered, get uplifted, you know, and keep creating that ripple effect on impacting other people's life, the same as, you know, many other people made on ourselves. So if you want to be part of a community that will provide you that mentorship, that empowers you, that will be there for you on this journey, here are 3 ways that you can get in touch with us to learn more. You can put in the comments more info, or you can send us a private message, and we'll be happy to answer any questions that you might have. Or you can register directly into our websites that appear on the screen with your name and email address, and we'll send you that invitation to watch the webinar, which we'll have a live webinar tomorrow. But you can still catch the replay from last Thursday's before tomorrow's live webinar. So when you register into our website with your name and email address, you will receive an email that will contain 2 links. The first one is to register to the live webinar. So that one will take you to a page that will have 2 buttons, one for Tuesday and one for Thursday, since those are the 2 days that we have our live webinar. And it happens at the same time on those 2 days, so 5 p.m. PST and 8 p.m. EST. So you can register for either one or for both. The second link that you get there is the link to the replay of the live webinar. So just in case you cannot attend to the live webinar, you can always catch the replay and watch it from the comfort of your own home. In addition to that, we also invite you to our private Facebook group where you get to see more success stories from members of our community and more information about the business. Now, you're probably wondering, so what is it that we're going to find out on the webinar? On the webinar, we're going to find out how an online business plan works, and also, you got the opportunity to hear from the panelists, which are members of our community, who will be sharing with you why they decided to start their online business and how this online business has transformed their lives. So, if you want to catch the replay from last Thursdays before tomorrow's live webinar, all you have to do is just register into any of the website. And last Thursday, we have the opportunity to have our friend Isabel, who was one of the panelists, and she was sharing her story there. So if you want to catch that before tomorrow's live webinar, register into any of the websites that appear on the screen. So we want to say thank you to everyone that has watched the live with us today. And for those catching the replays, thank you so much. To our followers, thank you so much for being part of our journey, for believing in us, and for engaging with our content. We want to wish everyone a happy and blessed Monday for those who are on Monday, and a happy and blessed Tuesday for those who are on Tuesday, and a happy and blessed week ahead for everyone. So thank you again for being here with us today. And until the next episode of the
Global,
Global
digital,
Digital
success
Success
talks.
Talks. Thank you, everyone. God bless you all, and thank
Bye,
you for
guys.
watching.
Have a blessed week.